All right, today we're going to talk about a skill that is, no joke, becoming the new power language for anyone who wants to get ahead. We're talking about thinking in prompts. And I want to start with just one number, 9. That's it, 9. Why 9? Well, that is the average number of words that most people use when they're trying to get an AI to do something.
And that right there is the entire problem. We throw a few words into a box, we hit enter, and then we're disappointed when the result is, bland and generic. And what do? We blame the AI. But here's the secret. The problem isn't the machine, it's the prompt. And this gets us to the great myth of prompting. Because most of us are coming at this from a totally wrong angle. See, we think we're just typing in commands to get answers back, but that's not what effective prompting is at all. It's not about typing. It's about actually structuring your own thought process. You're not just trying to get an answer. You are meticulously designing the exact outcome that you want. So to get those really powerful next-level results, we have to make a mental shift. We've got to stop thinking like we're using a search engine and start thinking more like an architect. And this comparison just nails it. Think about it. The spreadsheet wasn't just a faster calculator, right? It was a whole new way to build and understand a business. Well, it's the same thing with prompting. This isn't just about getting tasks done faster. When you get good at this, you are literally scaling your own ability to think. So, how do you actually do it? How do you make that leap? Well, today we're going to break down 3 really powerful mental frameworks that will completely change your results, taking them from generic to, genius. Okay, first up is something called first principles thinking. The best AI users out there, they're not just finding and copying prompts. No way. They think like scientists. They break a problem all the way down to its most basic parts before they even think about writing the prompt. And that breakdown usually involves these 5, let's call them prompt atoms. First, what's the goal? What are you actually trying to do? Then, what's the source material? What info does the AI need to use? You add constraints, like tone or word count. Then you give it super clear step-by-step instructions. And finally, and this one is so important, validation. You have to tell it what a great final result looks like. For instance, instead of just saying, write a job description, which is super vague, you use these principles to build context. You ask for a description for an accountant for a media company where AI is integrated into everything. See the difference? Now you're going to get something that attracts exactly the right person. Now, our second framework, prompt chaining, takes that idea and runs with it. So instead of trying to cram everything into one huge, complicated prompt, you create a series of smaller, smarter prompts that actually build on each other. So let's say you're creating a new client onboarding process. Don't just ask for the whole thing at once. Chain it. Step 1, ask the AI to identify the top 3 emotions a new client probably feels. Step 2, ask it for a strategy to turn those emotions into confidence. And then finally, step 3, ask it to write an email based on that specific strategy. See, every step makes the next one smarter. You're not just giving orders, you're co-creating. And that brings us to our third and most advanced framework, meta-prompting. This is where you really elevate the AI from just a tool into a genuine thinking partner. It's like thinking about your thinking. And here's the big mindset shift. You have to stop treating the AI like a vending machine, where you put in a command and you just expect a perfect snack to pop out. Instead, treat it like a collaborator. Start a conversation and ask the AI what it needs from you to do a better job. And that brings us to what might be the single most powerful meta-prompting question you can ever ask. Just say this: what data do you need to do this better? This one question just flips the entire script. You're inviting the AI to help you build the perfect set of instructions. And look, this isn't just some clever trick. This is exactly how the experts do it. It lines up perfectly with Google's own internal framework for prompting. They teach people to define the task, give it context and references, and then evaluate and iterate. Meta-prompting is just a shortcut to let the AI help you with every single one of those steps. So, why does any of this really matter? Because getting good at these frameworks isn't just a neat party trick. It's becoming an incredibly valuable professional skill. I mean, people who are true experts at this are already charging up to $100 an hour for their skills. And why? Because businesses don't just want theory, they want people who can deliver better, faster results. In fact, we're seeing this whole new role pop up, the prompt coach. This is literally someone who can go into a business, look at their messy, chaotic tasks, and then turn them into clear, structured, and repeatable prompt systems that save a ton of time and produce much better work. Which brings us to what I think is the most important idea of all. You hear this fear that AI is going to make us stop thinking, but the truth is actually the exact opposite. AI doesn't kill your thinking, it exposes it. It holds up a mirror to your own thought process for everyone to see.
So I'll leave you with this question. If AI is the mirror that reflects how you think, what is it going to reveal about you?